What they do is take like a slushy or get these things deep into the ground, and it pulls water with modified casing, which is pretty good. And the Netherlands, because what I've noticed, anyone that I've talked to does this, they usually bend really bad, and for it, and they the sand runs. And so I'm not a big fan of driving the house, not like this. You can do it, but I'm not a big fan. So we're gonna do old school with the casing and check this out. And here's how we're gonna do it. It's kind of interesting. So we're gonna pump, and I will put on a pump later, a half one. So what will happen between the pump? But when we start digging, you're gonna go through the topsoil, which kind of smells like this peat moss. Then we hit a bunch of clay. Then we hit sand, like sandy ground, and we sandy loam. Then we started hitting water inside something called the water.
Okay. Do you want me to go?
I thought, did we discuss this beforehand or?
I don't know if you want me to go or you want to go.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you would be 15 minutes or so. But
yes, I would. Yes, I'm going to be 15 minutes.
Okay. I confused.
Ready?
When you said 15 minutes, I thought you were talking about yourself.
Yes, I'll go for 15 minutes.
Well, why were you asking if I'm going? I don't mind going because I did say I would do 2 days in a row. So
I don't mind going, and then you can go 2 days in a row.
no, I'll just go because this will be my second day. So I'll just do it then.
Yes, ma'am.
You just confused me when you said, "Oh, I'll be 15 minutes."
I got confused too because I didn't know if it was my turn or your turn.
Well, why would you say you would do 15 minutes?
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was my turn. Hi, Alan.
Okay.
Oh, I'm coming.
No commentary.
I'm coming here to get Sabanas.
Okay, hold on. Did you want to say hi to somebody?
Hi.
Hello, senor. ¿Cómo
Oh,
está?
hold on a second.
Hola,
Yes.
senor.
I came here to get Sabanas.
Oh, you came to get your poncho?
I came here to get the blankets.
Yeah, that's the poncho, right?
We call it Savannah.
Oh, you're Savannah. Oh, poncho. Okay. All right, then. Do you need any more Savanas or no?
No. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Oh, here, hold on a second.
There's one.
There's one underneath here.
Have a good noche, senor.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
De nada.
Okay, continue.
All right. So, Beyond Meat was the loser today. AMC, Pep. Netflix was a winner today. At first, Rivian was a winner today. I'm shorting this now. I got 300 shares just to see how it behaves tomorrow.
Did Netflix have earnings today or is it tomorrow?
I don't know, but I can look. But I thought someone has said no questions, but okay. One day, July 19th. So it is going up. So, we'll see if it hits that $500 level. When I'm all day and continue going up. Let me check to see what Rivian is since you bring up this. 21 days from now. Rivian, I don't know. I would say it's about to start going up. But it tends to turn downward at the end of the day today, so that's why I was like, all right, maybe it will go down. All right. This means nothing, and all of this is caca, basically. All of this BJ's had a slow day. And yeah, it had a really slow day. So losers. Google, for some reason, I don't know what was up with it today. doesn't seem, it didn't, well, I guess it went down and then it came back up, so. Amazon also was a slight loser, even though it went down and came up, so I don't get kind of these things, but I guess they are considered downers today. Of course, BAC did well. It had earnings, I heard, and it beat its earnings. It beat its earnings. So obviously people love that, and it beat it on all fronts. So everyone was happy. Softy, heard this was really strong too. It has a nice wick that it could probably move up more, and it looks like it was very strong also. We have Uber, Goldman Sachs, and American Airlines were all strong for the day. American, almost 3%, which is only 50 cents, but still good. American's just continuing to do the damn thing. And it's near our $20 level that we did not hold on to. Apple, it was it was a little bit down, but these type of days could have made your money going down if you wanted to. You could have made it going up. So they call it a down day, but not really. AMC, what the heck is, this thing is still, a thorn in my side, and, yeah, but it did go down. So it's really, nothing to say about it. I need to go down a significant amount more. Amazon, we kind of talked about that. All of these things, they're classified as down days, but if you really looked at it and you got it low at the beginning, it basically went up, which you shouldn't be. If you bought it in the pre-market, then that was kind of stupid anyway. Coin is like up the yin yang. It's not hard to buy. Hint, hint, wink, wink, nod, nod. Elisa notes us. I like it as a short. It is not hard to buy. But yeah. Campbell's, still not at a level. So that's just that. Dollar General, it did this weird thing too today. But I guess it could be feeling as crazy, yeah. But I would rather buy Dollar Tree to the Dollar General. Disney, who cares? We're not gonna look at that. Dick's, this is another one that could be coming down somewhat. Seems like the 50's about to cross again. On top of the 200. Dollar Tree, it continues. When we get to our 155, we'll talk about this and say, oh, look, we watched it go up $10 and no one cared. Or cared enough to get in it. Over 2%, 30 pennies, for EBC. It's doing the damn thing, and tried to get it at a one share so I could buy in if it hit 13.75 again. But it hit it that one time when you got out, and it never hit it again. So I've been trying to do these things for EBC because I'm not getting in at the bottom. so I'm trying to short it. But yeah. Talked about Google. It's really, like I said, you could have gone both ways with Google. Home Depot basically barcoded today. I guess if you got long hair, you could have read it up. Let's see. What else do we have here? Coca-Cola, Macy's. It really didn't move. I think this was just a normal barcode. Oh, it went up. Huh. It went up and then it went back. Interesting. That was kind of so. I guess people could have like got in, got out, and made about, what is this? 30 cents or so. Something like that. A little bit over and made money that way. McDonald's went a little down, but to me that's close to a barcode, but I guess it was negative. Meta, it barcoded at this 310 level, then jumped up and barcoded at this 312 50 level, let's call it. Softy, we talked about that. It's doing good. Nikete, aka Nike. You could have got out with some money here if you bought it in the very beginning. It went down a little bit, maybe $1 or so, or less than $1, but nothing to write home about. Interesting. So, they consider this an update for open. For 39. But it never, got to 466 and that was it. And then it went back down. So maybe I should put some different levels. Just put open on the nose just to have it. So PTON, and it's still up there. When is this going to have earnings? 37 days. So I guess it's gonna fake it until earnings comes out, and then tank afterwards. So be prepared to hold this for 40 days.
I don't have it
And
anymore.
we can put this on whether you buy in again or not. If you could get it at 9, it may not be a bad buy-in. I'll put this on the notes. It's just as a watch. Target, and nothing. I don't have anything to say about this. I'm about to say Tabasco. Tractor Supply, aka Taco. I don't really have anything to say about this. Stressor, also
It
known
has
as
earnings tomorrow.
yeah, that just means things are gonna go wild. That's all. Whatever happens, me underperform or whatever, it's just gonna go wild. I think this is the calm before the storm. We were trending up today, so maybe that is a good sign, but I don't know. We know Stressor's gonna be cray cray. Uber, haven't looked at this in a while, but I'm not really caring, but it is.
I'm glad I got
Stop.
out. I got
Yeah.
out.
Yes, you did get out. Would be good to look at this to find when it's a good spot to kind of start thinking when it's going to head back down again. So we have this level here, this 48 and change, 48 and a half. Then you have this one right here, this 52 and a quarter. So that could potentially start to go down at. So maybe this 52 and a quarter or whatever it was, this area right here. Maybe that's a good area to look at it going down. So, and then we still have this, but
Did you want to put a notification?
you can put it. I don't feel like it right. Let's see. But yeah, this one looks better to me. But hey, we'll see. We'll just keep an eye on it. Nothing. Who cares about Walmart? XOM. It was negative. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this. Maybe I'll buy it when we get out of this war. Gas prices can go up again. Finito. Any questions, comments, concerns? Blah blah
No
blah.
comment. It was good. Very direct. I have notes. Coin, EBC, Open, PTON, Tesla, and Uber.
You're gonna text me, or you're
Already,
gonna? Oh, it's in the
yeah,
chat.
I already sent it to you.
Okay. So yeah, we have a minute or two for a time frame. So yeah. So yeah, I think we did good. Like I said, I gave back a lot of dinero today. That I'd rather not comment on. But you know the story there.
It'll be all right.
Yes. And hey, what can I do? I am who I am.
Keep on
What
trading.
happened?
That's all you can do.
What happened?
I don't know. You tell me. It's your screen.
What the Jesus? Anyway, as you can see, I'm in the dark, and trying to save on electricity.
Because your camera's not on. Like your button
My camera
is is closed. Your button is closed.
that's not the case. Um,
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
just low
You
light, so it's not.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Have a
So
great
anyway,
noche.
yes, thank you. And I guess we will do this again, same time, same channel, same station.
Same station. Yeah.
And yeah. So
Oh,
that
this is the let me share my screen real quick for 2 seconds. This is the article. Can you see my screen?
no.
Okay, hold on. Obviously, I had to hit click share. You can see it now, right?
Can you put this on so I can listen?
Oh, so you want to listen to it for 8 minutes? I was just gonna tell you what it says for
Well,
the first 2 paragraphs.
if you can listen, I can listen to the first 2 paragraphs. That will work.
Okay, let's see if you can listen. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, hold on.
I think you have to do something on your end before with the audio.
Video settings.
I don't know if you remember what it was.
I forget what I did.
I think it has to go through Oh God. Instead of going through the um the computer audio, you have to go through. I don't I don't remember exactly, but I know it's something to do with how this thing picks up audio. Let's see, I'll just see. Select this. So if you don't remember, then just read it.
All right. For clues about Carvana's future, look to its past. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Carvana is a hot stock again, a reminder of its pandemic glory days. But the used car sellers' bonds are signaling a high risk at default. It could be that neither market is sending the right message. Instead, the best guide to Carvana's future could be its past and how its largest shareholder succeeded when his used car dealer was struggling while leaving some investors frustrated. Carvana is controlled by Ernie Garcia II, the father of Carvana chief executive Ernie Garcia III. The elder Garcia owns Drive Time Automotive Group, where Carvana began spinning off in 2015. More than 2 decades ago, the company that became Drive Time went public and boomed. It borrowed money, grew fast, and then stumbled. Dun dun dun. Later, Garcia II took it private and the company thrived. Bum bum bum, making him a rich man. Drive Time's investors sued, saying they hadn't been treated fairly. Carvana's creditors are watching closely. They took the unusual step of signing a pact to corporate against the family, wary of company efforts to remove assets from Carvana. They hired private investigators to tally up the Garcia's wealth, according to people familiar with the matter. A debt restructuring proposal from the company went nowhere. The companies themselves are intertwined as the Garcia men. Carvana leases properties and sources cars from its one-time parent. Other companies in the web of family business service Carvana's loans and sell insurance products to Carvana's customers. The deals between the companies generate hundreds of millions of dollars of revenue for the family business. Carvana is working to execute a turnaround, and stock investors are betting it will succeed. After trading near $4 at the start of the year, Carvana's shares have soared up to about $40, still around 90% off its 2020 all-time high.
Uh-uh.
Bondholders are skeptical. Dun dun dun. Much of Carvana's nearly $6 billion in bond trades below 70 cents on the dollar. Investors have several suits against Carvana, alleging that the Garcias have run the company to benefit themselves over shareholders. Gee, what a surprise. More than 2 decades ago, Drive Time was in a similar spot. The stock was trading at a fraction of its initial public offering price. For Garcia II, the used car industry was a second act. In the early 1990s, he pleaded guilty to a charge of felony bank fraud relating to his involvement in sham deals with Charles Keating Jr. in the Lincoln Savings Loan scandal. In light of what prosecutors called extraordinary assistance with the investigation, Garcia II was sentenced to a $50 fine and 3 years of probation. Oh my God. He also declared bankruptcy.
And now he's
Whatever.
a millionaire again.
Yeah. As he emerged from the scandal, Garcia II bought a rental car business, Ugly Duckling, out of bankruptcy and rebuilt it as a network subprime used car dealerships. The company charged high interest rates to buyers with bad credit and was quick to repossess cars from delinquent borrowers. Boom, boom, boom. The business has several similarities to Carvana. Both companies sold off loans to investors, and profits from the deals turbocharged both of their earnings. And like Carvana, the company sold equity and debt to expand, going from 7 dealerships to 76 within 4 years. By 2001, Ugly Duckling was losing money amid a broader economic slowdown. Some shareholders alleged that Garcia was depressing the value of Ugly Duckling shares. The board had launched buyback programs and exchanged equity for debt, increasing Garcia's ownership stake. The company also cheaply moved some of Ugly Duckling's assets to Verde Investments, Garcia's private company. In one instance, Ugly Duckling sold 17 properties to unrelated entity for $27.4 million and then leased them back. The following year, Verde acquired properties from the entity for $24.7 million. In 2002, Garcia II succeeded in a third attempt to take the company private, paying shareholders less than half of the company's IPO price for five years earlier. He settled with Ugly Duckling investors who alleged improper self-dealing. Garcia II swapped the Ugly Duckling name for Drive Time, and by 2005, the company reported a profit of $83 million.
The Garcias know what they're doing.
You can say that again. Son Ernie III joined the family business as a teenage intern before attending Stanford University, where he met several future Carvana co-founders and executives. His idea for Carvana was simple: take the fragmented world of used cars, put it online, and scale it up to drive down costs. The company began as a subsidiary of DriveTime. DriveTime's secret sauce was selling cars to risky borrowers, desperate, and aggressively repossessing the vehicles if they fell behind on their payments. In 2014, around 45% of the company loans were delinquent at any given time, according to the Consumer Finance Protection Bureau.
Freaking crazy.
This is a really
50% of the people defaulted on their loans.
This is why they want these people, though.
Yeah.
Drive Time that year paid $8 million to settle accusations, including that it hounded borrowers at work. The company neither admitted nor denied wrongdoing. Carvana aimed more upmarket and built a customer-focused brand around humorous ads and dispensing cars to buyers from huge glass vending machines that doubled as giant advertisements. But the company also told potential investors that its connection to Drive Time gave it an unfair advantage, according to people familiar with the matter. When it couldn't raise cash from Silicon Valley, it turned to Drive Time and the senior Garcia. Carvana, hold on a second.
This is kind of like a novella, Lisa.
It is really good. It's really good. This is what I wanted to. Carvana said in the summer of 2016 that it raised 160. Oh shoot! Hold on. Sorry. I have to finish the novella. Carvana said in the summer of 2016 that it raised 116 million in fundraising led by an unidentified institutional investor. A filing later disclosed that Garcia II contributed 100 million to the ground. When Carvana went public in 2017, the elder Garcia retained control of the company's equity. The younger Garcia controlled another 28%. When the pandemic hit, the company's online sales model boomed. Carvana's shares price more than quadrupled, and the elder Garcia sold 3.6 billion of the stock at the top. But shareholders also began filing suits alleging that the business was providing extra benefits to the Garcias. In an ongoing suit, shareholders criticized the board for authorizing Garcia III to run a private share sale early in the COVID pandemic, in which both he and his father purchased a combined 50 million in stock at a roughly 10% discount to the market price. The two men coordinated beforehand according to court filings. The company's filings warned investors that Garcia's interests might not be aligned with those of the public shareholders. The disclosures warned that the Garcias could make an acquisition that substantially increased Carvana's debt. So this was in the
Well,
disclosures.
also, the father did the same thing, like just a few years earlier.
Yes, and this is why you have to read. You have to read what you like, especially because it's a scam. That is what happened last year when Carvana bought used car auction company Adessa. Lenders balked at the $3 billion the company wanted to borrow to fund the purchase. Carvana turned to Apollo Global Management, a savvy Wall Street lender that bought hundreds of millions of high-yield bonds on what it thought were favorable terms. Carvana's business tanked, and by the end of the year, the shares had declined by 97%. The company hired restructuring advisors known as for aggressive maneuvers to raise capital while stripping collateral from lenders. Apollo's bonds suddenly seemed much riskier. Creditors saw the hand of Garcia II, whose large ownership stake gives him the most to protect from dilution through a share sale of debt for equity swap. Carvana did propose a debt swap that would have forced losses on lenders. The offer went nowhere. At the time, the company split off Odessa's assets into a new subsidiary, saying the assets no longer guaranteed the unsecured bonds the company used to buy them.
So basically, this is Son Garcia is 2.0 version of Father Garcia, but Son Garcia is much smarter, a Stanford grad, and he knows how to cover his tracks with the legality that Father Garcia kind of knew, but he kind of screwed up a little bit. But he just got a small penalty. So
a $50 fine and a slap in the wrist.
Father Garcia told, hey, Son Garcia, this is how you have to do. But Son Garcia went to Stanford. He had the hookups. He had the attorneys that maybe Father didn't have. And they did the same thing with Carvana, aka Ugly Duckling 2.0.
Yes, so mañana, this is why I brought this up. Mañana is Carvana's earnings.
Yes.
The estimate is
after.
We have 7 minutes to look it up. Do you want me to look it up?
Yeah. The only thing that I have to say about this, Elisa, is that right now Carvana's on the squeeze. So it really doesn't matter what the earnings were. The squeeze, if the earnings are bad, the squeeze, it may make the squeeze even worse. So that's the thing. That they're trying to do this fake squeeze. Is it gonna last? No, of course not. But the question is, do you want to get caught in the squeeze?
That's the question. How do I find Tesla, Netflix, Goldman Sachs, ASML, Amazon, Apple? How do I find what's next?
Put the ticker symbol in the search bar.
Okay. Yes, Vana, CVNA.
Before open.
Where did you see that? Jesus.
Wednesday, July 19th, before open.
Oh, right here. Yeah, at the top. There's your answer. So that's the answer, and that's basically is history repeating itself. And if you look at this is at a weekly. It's going up. It could potentially go up here to this top right here, 54.94, and then drop like a rock or whatever, or just drop like a rock.
Or
let's see what the earnings
going up.
That's what I'm saying. The next one will be here, or it could be.
You're looking at it on a weekly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's easier sometimes because with the daily, it's very like grainy that you can't even hold on. Let's see. It might be better actually. This view. Yeah, like 56.60, and then the next one is up here, right?
Yeah, but like it's all Korea.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, potentially this area right here, 51 to 60,
Yeah.
or it could, it could go up here or drop. That's, it could either squeeze up or it could start dropping like right, but it's supposed to have better earnings than before, according to this. It lost, the estimate was -2. It was better than expected, so it shot up like a
So you're
rocket.
saying if it's better than expected, it's gonna still keep going up.
It could keep going up. But remember, according to the article, history might still repeat itself because it is, their purpose in life is to kind of squeeze the money out of everybody.
It's no might
Then,
about it. It's going to.
huh?
There's no might about it.
Yes, they will squeeze the money out of everybody, and once they will go bankrupt, and then they will make it a private, and then they'll make money off of it again.
Yeah.
That's the mode of operation.
Yeah, well, they control all the stocks. It's just whether or not the shareholders will accept the discounted price.
The what?
The shareholders, whether they're going to accept a discounted price, a buyout, so that they can take it and just go private. The rest of the shareholders have to accept a price. And if they're pissed off to say that, hey, you're lowering the price so that we get nothing and you can take it private and then build it back up, it's kind of like, they're the ones who are going to have to accept this. And they know the modus operandi already, or they should.
Yes, because
So, like, the question is,
look it right here.
this.
The company's filing warned investors that Garcia's interests might not be aligned with those of the public shareholders. Okay. And then the first sentence here, a reminder of its pandemic glory, but the used car dealers' bonds are signaling a high risk of default.
Yeah.
There you have
It's
it.
just, I would just say, just get it as high as you can get it.
Yes, ma'am. Hopefully, what I'm saying is, if it goes up, this is the area that it could potentially hit between 49 and 60. And
Yeah.
if not, it's gonna drop like a rock.
Yes, but because this is a short squeeze, it could potentially go anywhere. It's just a question of what's the highest thing you can get it, because eventually, no matter how it goes, it's going back down to 0.
Well, yeah, what I'm saying based on this, on the next like potential
Yeah,
breakout, it could be here, and then there's no area of support or resistance until here. That's all I'm saying.
yes, I agree. And all I'm saying is, but because this is a short squeeze, anything and everything can happen. Technicals go out the window when you have a short squeeze because it's illogical.
Yes, you're
So
right.
that's the thing, that it's not like
We have a minute and 39 seconds, but
yeah.
yes, but this is what I wanted to bring out into everybody that's watching is that these are the types of articles that are really good to kind of read and understand the situation, and then you can make a determination of, what could potentially happen after, the earnings. If it goes cray, you could still know that eventually it's going to go back to its place that it's supposed to be going, which is down.
Can you look on the daily on this and go backwards to the height of the day? The whatever.
Okay, we have a minute and 5 seconds.
The daily. You were at the daily already.
Oh, sorry. I missed.
Just click on the negative, I think.
You want to see the highest of the highest?
That's why I was asking, yes. So this
Did I see it?
article, it would have been nice if this article would have came out and maybe, I don't know, between March of 2022 and March of 2021. That would have been nice. This article now on July 17th or whenever it came out, that's kind of like talking about abstinence to a teenager after she's had the baby.
Yes. Anyway, I'll let you go.